Hi, fish. Come here. Oh, you need a name. Let's see. Wait a second. What gender are you? A person who is transgender is someone whose internal sense of their gender, being a boy, girl, or something else, doesn't match their physical body. People who feel this way sometimes feel anxious when they begin to reach puberty and their body starts to change in ways that don't match their internal sense of their gender. These feelings are totally normal. If you feel you want more time to explore how you feel about your gender before your body starts to change, it's important to talk with a parent, counselor, therapist, or doctor about the feelings you have regarding your gender. After some discussion and counseling, you may be referred to an endocrinologist. Endocrinologists specialize in hormones, and they are the most likely to prescribe puberty blockers for someone who wants them. Puberty blockers are medications that will stop your body from changing. They are usually given as an injection or an implant. They block the production of hormones to stop or delay the physical changes of puberty. The effects of the medication are only temporary, so if a person stops using puberty blockers, the physical changes of puberty will begin again. Whether you identify as male, female, genderqueer, or something else, you're perfectly normal. And there are lots of ways to manage puberty so that it can be a fun, exciting time, rather than a scary or stressful one. Okay, maybe you need more time to get to know yourself first. I'll just call you Bubbles for now. Till next time, don't forget to visit me at amaze.org or go to my YouTube channel to watch more. Bye!
Intersectionality. Have you heard this word before? Even if you have, you might not know what it means. Let's take a look at it. The first part's easy enough. Intersection, a place where things come together. Intersectionality refers to the reality that we all have multiple identities that intersect to make us who we are. It also gives us a way to talk about oppressions and privileges that overlap and reinforce each other. This term dates back to the 1980s and legal scholar Kimberly Crenshaw. She noticed that we didn't have an effective way to talk about how the experiences of Black women are different from the experiences of Black men and of white women. How? Black women endure both gender discrimination and racial discrimination. Over the last 30 years, scholars, educators, and activists have expanded the use of the word intersectionality to talk about identities beyond race and gender. Let's look at a few examples. Jerry has a disability, and his family lives below the poverty line. He is the oldest of 10, which requires him to do a lot of caregiving, and sometimes keeps him out of school. No one in the school counseling office has talked to Jerry or his parents about his plans for after graduation. He has applied for several jobs, but never gets called back. Fatima is Muslim and recently came to the United States from Somalia. She finds that many people at her school make assumptions about her values and abilities before they speak to her. Many of her classmates think she shouldn't be at their school at all. Greta comes from an affluent family. Both her parents and grandparents went to college, and her father owns a successful business. She doesn't think about her identity very often, but she does think of herself as someone who will go to college and get a good job once she graduates. Think about Greta's situation as opposed to Fatima's or Jerry's. Fatima and Jerry are members of marginalized groups. They don't get to choose whether or not to think about their identities. Greta, on the other hand, can ignore intersectionality if she wants to. Life isn't the same for everyone, even for people who share identity characteristics. By adopting an intersectional lens, we have a better opportunity to understand why and to change the institutions that help and harm us based on who we are. Want to learn more? Read our story, Teaching at the Intersections, in the summer 2016 issue of Teaching Tolerance magazine.
I'm going to talk to you about intersectionality. You know what that means? You want me to explain it? Yeah.
So intersectionality is a concept that allows us to realize that people live like multidimensional lives. So for example, if someone is a black woman and they're black and they're also a woman, it's important to look at the possibility that they may experience sexism as well as racism at the same time.
So are you saying that, like, say sexism is not experienced by, like, everyone in the same way?
Exactly.
Thinking about and being conscious of the fact that we have a bunch of different things that make up our identity. Yeah, does that make sense?
Yeah, that kind of makes sense because I'm light skinned, people think that I'm white, but I'm First Nations. Intersectionality also is like a big puzzle from your toes to your head, tip top of your head. I don't know, I don't understand what this is actually meaning. Every single part that's in you has to make you you. Oh, no, I get it. I get it now. So people aren't just the one picture. The whole picture basically has to need your whole entire personality going together to make you.
Wow, thank you. That's really cool. High five.
Girl, you have to do this because boys have to do this. Only boys can go to this specific club. You have to have this certain amount of Pokemon cards to be in this club. And that's basically what it goes like. My name is Jack. Nice to meet you. My name is David. Nice to meet you too.
Hi there. My name is Erin, and I use any pronouns. What's your name, and what pronouns do you use?
Nice to meet you. My name is Jennifer. Pronouns?
Yeah, what pronouns do you use? So pronouns are things that we use every day. Mostly we use he and she, but there are also gender-neutral pronouns like they and them, and then a whole bunch of other ones.
Sometimes people want to be identified as a different a pronoun, like different from how they look.
Okay.
When we like meet for the first time and introduce ourselves, that's one of the things we should say. Like, hi, my name is Jennifer, and I go by pronouns like she or her and they or them.
It's just respectful to ask before you say what pronoun you think they are. Okay. You would just say, hi, what pronoun do you like going by? Do you kind of get it? Yeah. Do you have any questions about it? No. Cool. Like, it's good to respect people's pronouns because you want to treat them you want to treat them with respect, since basically you want to treat them well, not bad. You get that?
Nice to meet you. What's your name?
My name is Henya, and I use she pronouns.
So what are the pronouns?
Pronouns are she, he, or they.
Why do you think that it's important for me to use she and her pronouns when I talk to you?
Because it's not nice to call someone a he when it's a girl or whenever it's a boy.
Thank you for teaching me what pronouns are.
You're welcome.
All right.
I have a stuffed animal that he feels like he's transgendered. So he feels like inside he's a girl, except he's really just a boy. Well, pretty cool. Do you know what a allyship is?
Allyship is using your power and your privilege to help marginalized groups empower themselves.
So I want to be a good ally. So how do I do it?
I think the best way to be a good ally is to understand that we all have a voice and we can all use a voice.
Is when you give support to others that need to be heard. Say you had a friend and they needed your support because they wanted to come out or just say something that they've never said before.
You have to be there for them, but also you need to let them speak for themselves. So you need to stand beside them, not in front of them.
It's very important to be there always for your friend.
Oh, that's play with it.
Do you think that you're ready to explain this to somebody else?
Yes.
Okay, good.
You, as a everyday friend.
So you definitely get it. Yeah.
Helping them. Like helping them.